How's it going, y'all? It's my final day in LA. I've been here for a straight week now, and it's finally time to go home. I'm flying out today at around about 2 o'clock. Boarding starts at 1:35, and it is currently 10:07 a.m. I need to get over to LAX a little bit sooner rather than later to make sure I get through security, but before that, I've actually got to get to LAX. Overall, so far this morning, I have been cleaning up the Airbnb I'm staying in. Made sure I did all of the dishes and everything like that kind of thing, just cleaned up a little bit more so than not, and there's really nothing I'm leaving behind. Everything I'm taking with me is just right here, except for those keys, which are the Airbnb keys. But there is one thing that I want to do before I leave this Airbnb, and that is to drink a little bit, because I have some leftover Maker's Mark from a couple days ago. I have a little bit over half a bottle, and I was like, I don't want to let this go to waste. Maker's Mark, it's some pretty good stuff, so I'm kind of thinking, I might as well have a little bit of a drink right now. Good thing is, yesterday I had the forethought to buy myself a little bit of a Coca-Cola, and so I can indeed pour some whiskey in my Coca-Cola and have some of my Maker's Mark at around about 10 o'clock in the morning on my final day in LA. Is it a good idea to drink alcohol before getting on the bus, going over to the metro, and then trying to get onto the direct bus to LAX from the metro? Probably not a good idea. It's probably not a good idea. But it's what I'm doing anyway, because I want some Coca-Cola this morning, and I want some alcohol. I want a little bit of sugar, I want a little bit of caffeine, I want a little bit of alcohol, and so as such, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Before I get a buzz, I need to make sure I have everything in my head that I need to do. So I've already got all the covers off and everything like that kind of thing, just put them in a pile with all the pillows and whatnot, so to make it really easy to wash for the Airbnb host. Cleaned up everything. I do need to throw my recycling away. I'm waiting to do that until I'm done with this bottle right here, and then cleaned all of this up. There's nothing left in the refrigerator, is there? There is not. I'm just gonna double check the bathroom real quick, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, I think I'm all good. I think I'm all good to go ahead and get to day drinking before my flight home. Gotta admit, now that I'm really talking about it, I'm like, man, I've been in LA for a week. I've had a great time. LA, it's treated me right. And I'm very glad. I'm very glad to have stopped by. And, what better way to end off the LA trip than with a little bit of alcohol? That's what I'm saying, at least. That's what I'm saying, at least. So let's go ahead, crack this open, take a sip or two, and then after that, I think I'm going to go ahead and pour my Maker's Mark whiskey in, take a little bit of a sip of that as well, and go to the bathroom, and then probably get out of here. Yeah, might as well. And I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to put in the bottle, but I'm going to try to put some amount in. I don't want to be wasting all of my whiskey by any means. Let's see if I can pour as much as possible in. Alright, just like that. And that was a good amount of my Maker's Mark whiskey, I will acknowledge. Mix it up. And I'm just going to kind of let this sit for a moment, because it might decide to fizz up a little bit as it is doing. I do kind of want to finish off the rest of this Maker's Mark. Do I just want to drink it straight right out of the bottle? Not really. I'm not really one to do that, but I don't want to let it go to waste. Oh wow, that is nice, I gotta admit. That is a really nice flavor, if I do say so myself. Got 2 shots. Do I really want to do this before I get on a bus? But I've already got another drink already mixed up. I was thinking my Coca-Cola bottle was going to take more of my liquor than it did, but it really didn't take all that much. I suppose what I could do, rather than drinking it straight right now, make myself a little bit of a whiskey and water for the road, because I've got my water bottle. So yeah, let's make a little bit of a whiskey water, y'all. Let's use the rest of it to make a whiskey water. I gotta make sure I drink all of this before I go through LAX security, though, because, well, if I don't, I'm gonna have to dump it out. Let's just fill this up with water the rest of the way. And there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Go and move my Coca-Cola over there. Go ahead and throw this bottle away. I'll be back in just a moment, y'all. I'm just gonna go take a piss and put this away in the recycling bin. Alrighty, feeling much better. Let's go ahead, grab everything. One more check, and we're gonna get out of here. 10:17. Want to get out of here by 10:25 because my bus is at 10:40 and it's about a 12-minute walk to the bus stop. So let's check everything once again. All right. Well, I've double-checked everything. I don't believe I am forgetting everything. Everything I need is on the table right there and in my backpack. So yeah, I just need to grab my hat. This is a hat that I picked up yesterday from the Brain Dead store. Super chill guys over there, by the way. Want to go ahead and give them a shout out. And I am quite happy with it. I really like the unique look of it, I'll acknowledge. And honestly, I was needing a hat like the entire time I was in LA, but I only ended up buying one the day before I leave, right before sunset. Only the biggest ball of moves here, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want to dox my Airbnb, so I do think I am going to cut the video, walk out, lock up, put the keys in the lockbox and everything like that, and I'll see y'all like halfway to the bus stop kind of thing. So I'll see y'all in just a few minutes. We're back. Walking to the bus stop. Gonna crack open my Coca-Cola in a minute, get to drinking. Whew. That is very heavy on the whiskey though. 10:30 in the morning, day drinking. About to get on a flight. Man, oh man. Now that's what I call a big ball of move, if I do say so myself. I've got to admit, I'm very satisfied with the neighborhood that I've been staying in here in LA. It's overall pretty nice, pretty chill, and has a decent connection to the bus and metro systems. Nothing crazy by any means. I'm sure there's more convenient areas of LA for sure, but for being kind of out of the way, a little bit of a chill spot away from downtown, and for still having such a solid connection to the buses and metros, you know, I feel like I'm pretty satisfied with this location. Is it a good area that I would stay in again? Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, I'd totally stay here again. No complaints on my behalf. I like this neighborhood. It's a very chill little spot. No question in my mind. Got like another couple minutes to the bus stop though, not too far by any means. I'm not in any rush. My bus is at like 10:40 and it's 10:33, so I've got like another 5 minutes to the bus stop, so we're good. Unless the bus arrives 3 minutes early, and then we're not good and we have to wait another like 30 minutes until the next bus. That has been one thing about LA. It's like, my favorite thing about like public transit in Japan is that like even if you miss a train, the next one's in like 10 minutes. But like here, it's like, okay, yeah, the metro's every 10 minutes, that's really nice, but the buses, they're like every 30 minutes during the day and like every hour at night, and so it's like if you miss it, you're just out of luck kind of thing. And that has happened once or twice here in LA. I learned my lesson very quickly. Nobody coming that way. Here's the light coming up ahead. We are about halfway through my Coca-Cola. Making good progress. No complaints. And it's here already. Thank you very much. Got off the bus now. I just need to see if I can catch the metro going over to Union Station, which I might not be able to. I'm not sure. Nope, just missed it. It literally just left. No joke. Bro. Well, I've got a 10-minute wait now. That is plenty of time to have a little bit of a drink, if I do say so myself. So I think I'm going to walk down and do exactly that. It's a solid station, though. It's got parking. It's got the platform. Since it's LA, they're like, nah, we don't really need any shelters because it never rains here, but I guarantee if it's like busy and it does rain here, everybody is in massive pain. But only the biggest ball moves. Since I've got a 10-minute wait, though, as said, I'm gonna have a little bit of a drink, and I'd might as well have a little bit of a drink. It's a bit bright out here. Very glad to have my hat on, because, but what was I saying? I can't remember. What was I saying? I don't know, I'm buzzed, honestly. I'm pretty buzzed. Like, definitely, like, this is getting me pretty good. Like, I put probably a solid shot and a half in it, so I'm feeling solid right now. But, yeah, overall, can't complain. They have a sign over here, suicide crisis line. I was trying to figure out why the metro, because like one thing I've noticed about LA metros is that like they'll get to like halfway across the bridge, for example, and then they'll like stop all of a sudden and then slowly approach the platform. Is that suicide prevention, so it's harder for people to do that? I think that's honestly exactly what it is. I think that's precisely what it is, because they're like, if it doesn't come flying into the station, it's a lot more difficult kind of thing, I guess. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. That's like my best guess as to why the trains would do that here. I can't say, though, personally. I'm going to finish off my drink before we get on the metro, though. Might as well. There's trash cans here, so I might as well use them, right? No need to carry this around when I'm almost done with it. So here's where we are. We're going through Chinatown, going to Union Station. We're taking the LAX flyaway right there. Excuse me. That's what we're going for. Overall, I gotta admit, I have been pleasantly surprised by LA's public transit. It's not bad. It's better than my local area. They got trains. That's cool. They got an actual metro. Like, they have Amtrak too. My area has Amtrak, but it's like twice a day. This is every 10 minutes, bro. This is already like a million times better than what I'm used to when it comes to trains in my local area. Like, literally, I think you can get places faster in my area by train if you just hop on a freight train. And that's probably not even a joke. Like, I don't know if that's true, but that's probably not even a joke. Now, the metro here, gotta admit, it's not bad. It's not bad. I ain't got any complaints on my behalf, that's for sure. Watch, I'm gonna get on the car and there's gonna be somebody doing fence straight up on the car. And then I'll be like, okay, maybe I do have a complaint on my behalf about the public transit in LA. I haven't seen that yet, though. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't actually seen anybody doing the fent lean here, like high key.
Service. 1 tap card per rider.
Se requiere una tarjeta tap para cada pasajero.
So am I okay to just pay with tap? Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. was very easy.
Southwest 701 Frontier JetBlue.
Thank you very much. Oh, I'm all good. Thank you so much. Oh man, that was a good bus ride, but excuse me, I'm getting more jumbled up. That was a good bus ride, honestly. Like genuinely, I quite enjoyed that bus ride. That was very solid. Like I just enjoyed looking out the window and just seeing what was going on. And I just filmed out the window the whole time because I was like, honestly, I'd might as well. I'm taking Southwest back home, and here is the Southwest Terminal, Terminal number 1 at LAX. So I'm already here, but I do want a cigarette. So I think I'm gonna go down to the bottom floor, and I think I am gonna go have a smoke down there, drink my whiskey and water, and then we're gonna go ahead and go through security. We're gonna come back up here, go through security, and explore LAX a little bit. I have about an hour and a half until my flight boards. Having never gone through security at LAX before, I don't know how fast it is, so I think I'm just gonna have a smoke, finish off my drink, and then immediately go through security because, yeah, I don't know how quick or how slow it's gonna be. Yeah, I think this is as good a spot as any to go and have my smoke and have my drink, so I think I'm gonna do exactly that. Chugging alcohol at LAX today, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't expecting to chug that entire whiskey water, but I actually got to drinking it, and I was like, wow, I'm actually kind of thirsty, and so I just chugged the whole thing. And I'm honestly very glad I did because I needed some hydration. If I can, I don't know if I can like walk between terminals here at LAX. Like my airport back home, I cannot walk between terminals. I don't know if I can here. If I can here, I've heard there's a smoking area in the international like departures terminal. So if I can go through there and find that after I go through security, I will. And I'm feeling buzzed though. I am honestly very glad. I was like last night trying to think, do I want to take like the metro all the way to LAX and then walk 30 minutes from the metro station? To get to LAX, which is what I did when I arrived. And I was like, not really. And honestly, I'm so glad I didn't do that. The flyaway bus is just so convenient. Like, it costs more for sure, but it's only like $12. And I'm like, that's worth it just for the convenience of it, honestly. Cheaper than an Uber, that's for sure. An Uber to LAX has to be like crazy expensive. I don't know how expensive, but that's gotta be nuts. I gotta say though, the driver for the flyaway, oh my God, she was moving. She was like cutting up kind of thing. I was like, holy crap. Shout out that bus driver. She was like, I know people got flights to catch and we ain't taking no time. She was like, we are gonna be moving through this, and man, certainly were. Man, I'm feeling buzzed though. The alcohol has me pretty dang good. I'm not like super buzzed, and honestly, I'm really glad I'm not super buzzed because I don't like flying when I'm like super buzzed. I've definitely flown when I'm like too buzzed before, but like, I'm just chilling right now. Of course, all the way to the butt. Gotta get my money's worth. And just threw my cigarette away in the trash can. Not leaving anything behind. We're all good to go. Let's walk in and let's go to the bathroom, go through security, and figure out what gate my flight is on, because my ticket doesn't say, so I gotta figure that out. And there we go, y'all. Security was super fast. So much faster than like at my local airport. I was afraid it was gonna be the opposite, but no, not at all. WN 183. That's me right there. Alright, cool. And I've got about an hour until my flight starts boarding. I might try to walk all the way over to the international terminal and see if I can use the smoking area. I don't know how far I need to walk down though. I feel like I probably have to walk hella far. Like gate 30 to 38 and 100 through 235? Oh my god. There are so many gates. Holy crap. Alright, let's take a look where I am. Am I getting closer? I hope I am, because I was already walking the right direction. I am. I'm at Terminal 3 now. We're making good progress. Should be there in a couple minutes. Hopefully the smoking area is actually open. I hope so. Apparently it's very hidden, so it can be very hard to find. And they have moving escalator thingamajigs here. Nice, I love those. And I'm making decent time as well. I've only been walking for like just over 10 minutes. It's not too bad. Terminal B, that's what I want, baby. Yes, sir. There it is, y'all. There's the sign pointing us to the smoking area. Oh my god. Let's get it. They actually have signage up? I didn't think there was going to be signage up. I thought it was going to be like super hidden based off what I read online. I thought there was going to be like no signage up at all, but lo and behold, smoking area at an airport in the United States when you're past security. Never had that happen before. Although it isn't inside, it is outside. But, you know, I'll take it. Smoking in designated areas only. You know, hey, whatever, it works. It is very bright out here. Got my pack of these. Lots of planes. I like this. This is just a good viewing platform in general. Let's get one of them out. And they got ashtrays too. They're nothing crazy, but they do have ashtrays. That's pretty solid. Somebody forgot their AirPod. That ain't good. And it's currently 12:43. So I'm thinking after this smoke, I should probably head to my gate. Boarding starts at 1:35. If I want another one, I could probably have time for another one, but do I want to go for another one is the real question. I'm gonna sit in the shade though. Oh my goodness. It is very sunny out here. I'm just gonna straight up sit on this railing because it is very sunny out here, and I was like, let me not get sunburned on the back of my neck right before my flight. Also, this patio in general is just very hot. It's just got the tile, the concrete tile. It's all concrete over here. It is very warm out here. I imagine maybe not quite as warm as on the tarmac, or actually could be warmer because we have this glass. And so there's really not much of a breeze. I say as there's now a breeze coming through one of the gaps. But yeah, it's pretty warm up here. Overall, what's my opinion on the smoking area though? Do I like it? Do I not? Is it a good smoking area? It's not half bad, honestly. It's just really not half bad. And honestly, I'm just astounded and surprised, but very happy at the fact that there is a smoking area past security at LAX. Like, genuinely, I didn't think there was going to be one when I was doing my research. But there is one, and I'm very glad to be here. I had to walk like 4 terminals over. but I found it and I'm here. You know, I gotta admit, compared to other airport smoking areas I've been in, or to be precise, other airport smoking areas past security that I've been in before, this one's just all right. Like, you know, compared to the Tokyo Narita airport, I mean, like, this is nothing too much. Those are inside, and they have seats that are really nice and comfy. This, on the other hand, just has metal benches and railings that you can sit on. Nothing too crazy. It's also outside, so really nothing too crazy in all honesty. But I'm just glad there's a smoking area, honestly, because I can smoke at LAX past security, which is pretty epic. Almost done with the smoke though. Do I have enough time for another? I'd say I do have enough time, but do I want another? I'm pretty buzzed right now. Like, the alcohol is still hitting a little bit, and this is definitely making it more intense. So I'm like, do I want another? I don't know. Like, it's tempting, but I don't know if I want another. Let's go throw this away, though. And having stood up, I can say I am very buzzed. I'm definitely a little bit buzzed. I'm feeling good right now. I think I'm feeling content with my smoking experience here. But I do at the same time want another. I'll have another. I want one. I gotta load up on nicotine before the flight, so, you know, I want one of these. Man, oh man. No complaints, no complaints. Just watching all the cars drive by and watching the planes. Excuse me. Smoking one of these while overlooking the view. It's a good time. It's a good time. And I am glad to be out here. I'm glad I decided to come all this way. 3 terminals over. I do gotta get a photo though. No complaints, no complaints. Hopefully one of those will work. I am glad I opted for a Camel Blue for my second one though, because I did not need another full-strength smoke. I did not. Alright though, I think we got 1 or 2 more hits of this. I'm gonna take those, put it in the ashtray, and get back to moving. Alright, let's get back to it. In the international terminal, they don't really try to hide the smoking area, but they certainly don't give you any signs in the other terminals telling you that it exists to begin with. And that would be kind of nice, like have a whole map where it's like, walk all the way there to the smoking area kind of thing. But, you know, there ain't nothing like that. That would be pretty nice, but there ain't nothing like that. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, though. Gates 9 through 18, though. We're almost all the way back. Oh, yeah, and of course, this is the terminal I arrived in. Nice. 18A, I think, is all the way at the very end. It appears to be all the way at the very end. And we are now boarding, y'all. I'm in seat 2F. I'm right at the front of the plane, I think. Unless the seats are organized massively differently than I'm used to.
A is the window, F is the window. Hi there. It is assigned seating here at Southwest. First is underneath that seat in front of you. We do want to be able to accommodate.
Made it to Denver. My flight boards in 15 minutes, and oh my god, I have to take a piss. As predicted, no smoking areas. Denver International Airport. I've heard there's like a big horse out front and like some creepy artwork. So far, I haven't seen any of that. I'm gonna have to give it a slightly lower rating than LAX just because no smoking area. But if I see some creepy artwork, maybe my opinion will change. If I see the horse, maybe my opinion will change. Okay, this is kind of badass. All right, my whole opinion of the Denver International Airport has kind of changed now. This is actually pretty cool. You know, that's honestly pretty cool. Like the whole, with the floor tiles and everything, and it's got the walls kind of going down, but you can still see everything. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I give Denver International Airport a higher rating than it had, but the food here is still too expensive and there's still no smoking area. So, you know, can't win it all. Oh, and they have a whole plane right above me. I didn't even notice. Yeah, like somehow I didn't even notice that there's a plane. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'd have to say, overall, Denver International Airport needs lower prices, needs a smoking area, so some room for improvement, but solid overall. My opinion has greatly improved since seeing cool architecture. Let's go to my flight now.
My freeboard passengers headed to Raleigh.
There we go. I'm now back home. I'm gonna go have a smoke, but first off, I'm gonna take a piss. Alright, and now with my piss out of the way, it's time to go have a cigarette. It's time to go have a smoke. Which, I've been wanting to do for like the last 8 hours? Well, I would say more like, honestly, 6-7 hours or so. Because I did have 2 smokes at LAX, which I was not expecting, honestly. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to walk between terminals, but I was able to. And, yeah, honestly, the journey back, I was supposed to get in at 11:45. It's 11:30. I'm 15 minutes early. And since I'm one bagging, I can just go directly outside and have my smoke. Let's go. Whew. And it is warm and humid, and it feels like home. LA is dry, uncomfortably dry at times. This is nice and humid. I did enjoy the dryness though.
Yeah, because before
There we go, baby. There we go. We're back. I am very tired. I will acknowledge. I'm pretty wiped. Like, I need some food. I haven't eaten any food in a while. I will acknowledge I haven't had any food in a little while. I ate breakfast, which was like 6 scrambled eggs. And that's all I've had today besides soda, alcohol, and smokes. I need some food, and I think I'm gonna go get some after I catch a ride, and I think I'm gonna have a great rest of my night after I finish this. So how was the flight from Los Angeles back home? Was it good? Was it bad? What did I think of it? It was solid, honestly. I kind of preferred how Southwest set up this sort of branch of flights than the last time, because last time when I was flying from here, where I'm from, to Baltimore and then to LA. So I had like a really short jump and then a really long jump. And that felt way longer than like 2 medium length jumps, because I went from LA to Denver and then from Denver back home, which was longer. That was like 4 hours, and then I think the first one was like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. But I don't know why. Just 2 medium length ones felt so much better. than like one short and one long one. I'll acknowledge. Overall, though, it's good to be home. It's good to be home. I enjoyed my time in LA, and I'm not going to cover my final thoughts on LA in this video. I'll have a video on that coming up in the future. Look forward to it. My thoughts on LA as somebody from the East Coast, as somebody from North Carolina. I don't know what the title of that video is going to be quite yet. I'll figure it out in the future. But what I can say is that I'm tired, and I am enjoying this. No complaints on my behalf. There we go. No littering going on here. Made sure to throw my cigarette butt away. Well, let me tell y'all what. I am wiped. Flights wear me out, and those 2 flights definitely wore me out. Glad to have had a smoke after arriving home, and glad to have made this video. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I think I'm gonna catch a ride home and have a great rest of my night after getting some food. And yeah, that's the plan. Appreciate y'all watching today's video. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you guys have enjoyed watching, of course, like and subscribe. Check out my new poetry book, Poems to Read While Smoking Cigarettes, linked in the description and comments down below. Go check it out, But yeah, appreciate y'all watching this video today. Until the next one, y'all, stay safe in peace and have a great one.